What up, world? What up, world? We are back. Yes, we are back again, my friend. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr. D of the Tapped In Sports Podcast. We are back for another great week, another great show. Got my brother rocking with me on the early set. DJ Trap in the building with me. How you feeling tonight, my brother?
Feeling good.
Hey, it's getting closer to that time, my boy. So you already know we got our rundown for this week. NCAA football, NFL updates, WWE. You got Survivor Series coming up. So this week, we're going to pop it off with the NFL. I want to know who has the most pressure to win the Super Bowl this year, whether it be coach or a player. Which one do you think has the most pressure to win this year? Tap in.
I think under the most pressure to win a Super Bowl this year, got to be Mr. Lamar Jackson. He got 2 MVPs, possibly a third this year, and yet he still can't get to the big. I don't know if he have to win the Super Bowl, but he at least have to get to that, at least get to the game, because eventually it's gonna turn into that same thing like how it was with Joker and Giannis before they won a championship. It was like, oh yeah, it's cool you winning MVPs, but can you win the big one? So that's all I'm going with Lamar.
I don't know. I think Lamar has a lot of pressure, but a lot of people be letting Josh Allen slide. Why we letting Josh Allen slide so much these days? Josh Allen most definitely needs to have some pressure on him. I know that he don't have Diggs anymore. I know he got a lot of new weapons in Buffalo, but it's been too much talk about Josh Allen being elite, Josh Allen being great, Josh Allen being this and that, but he have not showed up to the big time. I think it should be a lot more pressure, but just because what you said, I think it's going to be more pressure put on Lamar. But I honestly think that Josh Allen needs to have the most pressure on him because he really haven't produced anything. At least Lamar have got MVPs. Dude it's just all this elite talent he's supposed to have, but it really haven't materialized into nothing on the field. He ain't nothing but a glorified Trevor Lawrence, to be honest.
But he made it to the AFC Championship game. Trevor Lawrence ain't never did that.
No, I'm saying though, it's not enough pressure on Josh Allen to get it done because everybody say he in the conversation with Holmes, with Jackson, Burrow, all these elite quarterbacks, but he ain't doing what elite quarterbacks do. That's all I'm saying.
I think the difference between Mahomes and Lamar is Lamar's running it back with Derrick Henry, and they supposed to be better. With Josh Allen, I feel like a lot of people wrote him off this year once they saw Diggs was gone. It was like, oh, Diggs gone. But yet they still good. So I think the difference is Lamar has achieved a lot more in this. And like you said, Lamar, he's MVP. He's killing. Every year, Lamar is, like last year, best record in the league. Every year. It's the same thing. And yet, playoff-wise, he choked.
He come up empty-handed every year. Yeah,
Josh Allen got a better playoff record than Lamar.
That is true. But a lot of that is like empty calories. That's how I look at his career. Like
how's the playoffs empty calories, man?
Because he ain't producing. Like
everybody don't win playoff games.
He get lost in Patrick Mahomes winning playoff games.
I said everybody don't win playoff games.
Lamar has won.
Yeah, Lamar he won 2 or 3 in his career.
Joe Burrow don't won multiple. Joe Burrow don't been to a Super Bowl.
I get with Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow's now is falling off. His team fell off. My point is, I understand that they didn't both go to a championship yet, but Lamar, man, he's took his team to the playoffs more and won more playoff games than Lamar. Lamar's been coming up short in the playoffs a lot. I think that's the difference. Is Lamar comes up short like a lot. Like it's his first time getting to the conference championship. So there's a lot of times he just he comes short, as opposed to Lamar's supposed to be number 2 to Patrick Mahomes with 2 MVPs. It's different for Josh Allen.
Okay, so if you had to go coach-wise, which coach has the most pressure? Is it your coach in Detroit? Is it Philadelphia, Nick Sirianni? Shanahan, even though we know the 49ers more than likely ain't going to make it this year.
It got to be Mr. Kyle. Win one? Yeah, it got to be Kyle to win one. This team, they went out and got Christian McCaffrey. They didn't pay Brandon Ayuk. They didn't pay Debo. They didn't pay the left tackle. And this is before Purdy get paid. They built this team to win now. Every year they come up short. It's definitely the 49ers. Bang, bang.
Okay, say less. All right, because I most definitely agree with you on that. Shanahan, that window, if they can't get to it this year, or get close this year, I think it's probably over with for the 49ers. They window as far as having it, because as you see what the Lions are doing, the Eagles are coming on, and then you got other teams in the NFC like the Packers, the Vikings, the Commanders. They really fell off, but they still showing improvement for the future. So if the 49ers can't get it done within this year and possibly next year, yeah, I think it's time for them to go ahead and blow it up. Go ahead and get rid of everything going on over there, because clearly Shanahan, they went out and did all these different moves, got all these different pieces, but hey, it still ain't been able to equate to anything on the field. So, real quick, who is the MVP right now? Because my boy Saquon Barkley has officially entered the group chat. If he can get to over 2,000, if he can break Eric Dickerson record, I think you got to get him the MVP. What you think, my brother?
I wanted to go with Saquon, but that's a lot of recency bias. I feel it's definitely be a recency thing, and Josh Allen didn't play this because he was on bye.
This is true.
So I'm going with Josh Allen because when I look at that squad, when I look at the Bills, I'd be like, man, who's there? I get he just got a Mark Cooper banged up, so he only played with him a game or two. And as you keep watching, all these other receivers is getting hurt, banged up, and yet somehow they keep winning, even beat the Chiefs. So I'm gonna go with that's all Josh Allen. I'm going with Josh Allen.
Okay, Josh Allen. I still got to go with Jared Goff, even though you all have a slew of weapons up there. He's still getting it done. He is basically the engine that is pushing y'all right now. Y'all the best. I ain't gonna say best team.
Yeah, he the best.
Second best team in the NFL. I got to go with Jared Goff right now, because just to see where he has transformed his whole career, like path. Because when he left the Rams, nobody talking about it, thinking about Jared Goff being in the elite quarterback conversation, but now he has played his way back into the elite conversation of quarterbacks. So you got to go with Jared Goff right now. What Josh Allen is doing, I will give him an extra couple of points because he was able to beat Mahomes, but I don't know. I got to go Jared Goff, then Saquon, just because how much better he has the Eagles looking. Like
Better
he's
Eagles. Wait, better?
better, way
When the
better,
Eagles like 10-1 last year?
way better. But I'm
Was,
saying they
was,
are
was the Eagles not like 10-1 last
okay. But what happened to them at the end of the year, Trap?
D, we haven't got to the end of the year yet to see what happened to them this year. Last year, we thought they was a threat. They was beating everybody ass.
But
D,
then they fell off. But they fell off because
D,
they
that
really
was
did.
late, bro. I mean, D, come on, bro.
That
That was
was
it. Didn't fall off till the last couple weeks in the season. So
like the
that's what.
last seven
No,
weeks, bro. Them folks
them
was
boys,
like
them
2 and
boys,
5.
them boys went 10-1.
No, I'm talking about the last part of the season last year, bro. They
I'm
was
saying,
not looking like.
we're only at the part of the season though. We right now, what you're doing right now is being like, since they fell off last year, the same shit can happen this year, is what I'm saying. Like the same shit could happen this year. They didn't fall off because they running back last year. They fell off because the coach and the quarterback didn't get along last year.
But now they have a leader in the locker room. Saquon Barkley, he believes in Nick Sirianni. And now he can deliver that message back to the locker room. They have a proven leader that they didn't have last year.
See what earlier in this year we was just talking about how dumb the coach is.
Because he was not allowing his leaders to step up in the locker room and lead the locker room. That's why he was having trouble.
D, you making a lot of excuses for it.
How?
Because D, I just told you what I just told you was it was turmoil between the coach and the player, and then this year it was still more turmoil with the same coach. And you like Saquon just makes it better. You
He
know,
does.
it just makes it better. Like even though the
He
record is
does.
the same, D, there's nothing changed about the Eagles.
But you feel more confident in the Eagles now than you did at the end of last year.
D, at the end of last year we knew they was collapsing, but they can still collapse. D,
But
they
it
have
was that's what I'm saying. But it
at this
doesn't look like
point,
they're
at this
collapsing, bro.
very point of the season
No,
last year, I thought the Eagles were still good.
no.
They was 10-1.
But you start seeing the little things. People start getting nicked. People start getting hurt. You start seeing the little things because I was watching them folks.
Like
Jalen Hurts
like
started to regress, bro.
they started getting hurt. Graham getting hurt, or Slay getting the concussion, stuff like that. Because that's what's going on now.
Bro, they look way better now. They have an offense that we feel like can compete with Detroit right now. They weren't like that before, Trap. They weren't like that before. Now that they are utilizing Saquon Barkley, more than they was at the beginning of the year. They look like a way different team than how they was playing at first.
I mean, they playing different. I say that, but they was still. I'm gonna go with.
They look more like a complete team.
That was Swift's pretty much Swift's best year of his career.
When nobody else around him making plays on the defensive side like that last year.
On the defense?
Yeah, because Kobe Dean was hurt last year for the Eagles. Like, they defense wasn't looking like it was this year.
I don't know about that, D.
Yeah, their defense was not looking like it up to par like it was last year outside of Slate.
And Graham.
But Graham gonna always, I really don't count him.
The defense.
He gonna always produce though. He gonna always be there. I don't look at him having an outstanding game as anything out the ordinary.
But that doesn't. The defense ain't got nothing to do with why you think Saquon Barkley is MVP. He's not coaching that defense up either. I do think that defense got better once Gene got over at corner. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so Lamar, if he don't win a Super Bowl, is his career a failure?
No, Dan Marino didn't win a Super Bowl, and Dan Marino was considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Okay. I don't think if he don't win a Super Bowl, he won't be considered great. But I think because right now Lamar is one of the most winningest quarterbacks of all time. If he just keeps winning and trying and looking good and looking cold like he's looking now, and he just can't get there for whatever reason, he's still going to be great, I feel like, yeah. And then in this era that he's in right now, how many quarterbacks really are Super Bowl champions?
Only one.
Well, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers got one somewhere down there.
This guy right here.
Well,
this guy right here.
So it's Mahomes.
Man, stop it, man. Aaron Rodgers' quarterback was last decade, my boy. That was last
but he's
era.
Still playing. I'm just naming all the quarterbacks in the league who started for.
Mahomes didn't get drafted to 11.
All I'm saying is, how many quarterbacks in the league has rings? That's Rodgers, Mahomes, and Flacco on the bench somewhere. But it really falls off after that, right?
Yeah, you're right about that.
So if, let's say, Mahomes go on this better than Brady run, could we say his career is a failure, or did he just in the wrong conference?
Yeah, he wouldn't be considered not great, but he just couldn't be in the conversation with the greatest. We'll just put it like that, because Dan Marino, he ain't in the conversation with the greatest. He's still considered a great quarterback, but he's not in the conversation with Mahomes, Joe Montana, hell, even Steve Young, because they have Super Bowl championships.
I think people definitely think Dan Marino's better than Steve Young. Joe Montana and Tom Brady. But the difference, if Mahomes is winning and they're in the same conference, he just can't get past Mahomes, eventually you got to chalk it up to Mahomes. But I don't think it's a failure because of what he's did and how I think he changed the game of football. So it's hard to be like, man, you failed, but you changed the whole game of football. Just like Iverson. It's hard to say, Iverson, you failed in your career, but yeah, you changed the whole game of basketball.
Okay. I can see that. Okay. All right. Once again, shout out to y'all for joining us tonight on the early set with my guy, DJ Trap. We still rocking. We still rolling. Talking about this NFL thing. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you are liking us on all social media platforms. That's at Tapped In Sports Online. All right. With that being said, who is the biggest threat to the Chiefs three-peat? Because you already know how I'm feeling. You already know. You can go ahead and hang the banner, but who do you think is the biggest threat to the Chiefs three-peat? Tap in.
You mind if I be honest for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
The entire NFL look like this. We struggling with the Panthers. We struggle with the Raiders. I don't know what our problem is if we go out here and struggle with the Raiders, bro. I get it. We can go out here and win at the last second, but eventually that's not, what I'm saying? You can't keep depending on that. That's not a dependable factory. You can't. What's going to happen? Because if you go against a team like, let's say, Detroit, who can actually put up points, now you can't sit around and just keep playing around. You found that out with the Bills. I definitely think it's a lot of teams out there that it's their biggest threat. Their biggest threat, though, is probably Detroit. Like I told you before, he never beat Jared Goff in his career. When we saw them play last year, which Detroit is fairly the same team, and Kansas City's fairly the same team, you saw the dominance of Detroit. You saw Detroit could get into a grimy game
not just these. You know what I'm saying? They can hang around. That's who we are. So Detroit got a great offensive line. I think Detroit's probably the biggest. It's the biggest threat.
Stop it. The
It's
biggest
followed
threat.
by the Bills, though.
I was finna say the biggest threat is the Bills because they will have to see the Bills first in order to get to the Super Bowl. To even see the lines, I will have to say the Bills because the Bills have actually beat them. They have proven that they can beat them. They still haven't beat them in the playoffs. But
I was about to say, D, we beat them in the regular season too. They just never beat them in the playoffs. But D, they don't beat them when it counts.
But I'm saying though, they have already proven that this year that they can beat them.
That doesn't, and it just proved that don't matter.
But this has been the first time that I honestly think that Josh Allen have had the freedom to really manipulate the playbook like he wants to. He can actually throw the ball to whoever he wants to, which is giving him the freedom to actually play better, to actually produce on a higher level. So that's why I feel like when it comes to the playoffs, I believe that they can get him this year.
I think you make excuses for Josh Allen's L's.
No,
I definitely do.
You know the reason for the L's. I mean, you say that. You know the reason for the L's, but I'm just saying this year is like a totally different Josh Allen. So I feel that possibly that they can get them this year. Y'all need to be on the lookout for the Eagles while you pumping and jumping and dumping, my boy. Yeah, because y'all may not make it out the NFC. So you might want to hold your horses, my boy, before you just talking about y'all gonna be the biggest threat to their 3 people because y'all might not even see them. Trap. Have you ever?
No, we probably won't see them.
Have you ever thought about that? That y'all get put out?
I thought about us not playing the Eagles though, because they might get put out.
No, I'm talking about y'all. Have you? I know y'all been doing so good.
No,
you on your high horse. You talking your shit. You out here pumping your chest. But have you honestly thought that you doing all this and then once y'all get to the playoffs, y'all can be one and done? What if y'all fluke out the first round, Trap? How would that make you feel?
It happens. But what if we win the Super Bowl, D? We the best team, D. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, we might lose in the first round. D, who we gonna lose to in the first round? We'll play in the first round.
Second round. The first y'all first game, nigga, y'all gonna lose. How about that?
I'm just saying, D, the top 3 or 4 teams in the NFC, we beat 2 or 3 of them, right?
So that's your biggest takeaway from week 12 that y'all the best team.
It has to be that the Chiefs suck.
Wow, really, bro? You go all the way around the corner just to come back and take a cheap shot at the Chiefs, really?
D, they struggle with the Panthers. D, if Q was on the other foot and we had a game and we struggled with the Panthers, you'd be like, oh man. So
no, y'all found a way to win, right? Just like I didn't say nothing about Jared Goff when he threw them 5 picks against the Texans.
That's against the Texans, a playoff team. We talk about the Panthers, a team that's trying to lose.
It don't matter who it is. You out here stinking up.
It don't even matter, D. It don't even matter.
You out here stinking up the joint. Like it don't matter who you stinking up against.
You played against a good team.
It don't matter if you fluking out. Like it don't matter who you is.
But you don't say that about Patrick Mahomes, who's been fluking out all season.
No, it was the defense. The same defense that y'all claim been carrying this man all year, talking about his defense elite, is the one that let Bryce Young come out here looking like he Patrick Mahomes. Had him thinking that he Jared Goff for somebody. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it.
Yeah, here you go. Not being real and telling the story again.
Wow, Trap. And y'all told me that the defense is the reason why they are 10-1. Y'all told me this, Trap, but this the same defense that let the Panthers put up these points. Mahomes did his job, bro. He put up points. Now it's the defense job to stop the other team from putting up points. And they couldn't stop the Panthers. So we ain't finna put this on Patrick Mahomes, my boy. You trying to act like Patrick Mahomes on the score 15 points or 16 points. Nah, buddy. Don't do that. Don't do that, Trap. Don't do that. And the defense let them folks run up and down the goddamn field Sunday. Stop it.
Again, D, we're in close games with the Panthers.
Because the defense. Like you just told me about Saquon Barkley.
We're not about to do that, D.
Bro, like you just told me Saquon Barkley ain't got nothing to do with
the quarterback who's up there with the league leaders in interceptions.
But the defense allowed how many points, Trap?
D, how many points? They even saving this boy all year.
Wow.
He actually to feel like I apologize. They asked Patrick Mahomes to play like the best player on the team.
Bro, he been doing it for the last 3-4 years. Damn, he deserve an off year. Can he have an off year the way he
No,
been?
D, you don't get paid. You don't get paid for an off year. You get paid to keep going back.
Bro, he gonna get paid regardless. That's beside the fact. But
Well, yeah, they don't.
we're
They
not
don't
gonna
want
sit
you to
up
have
here and
off.
act like we're not gonna sit up here and act.
Go come around. Go whoop his ass.
Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Like I said, bro, what I gained from this week is that Patrick Mahomes, when he show up, the defense choose not to show up. But
that's
when
crazy, D, because you ain't been on this. You haven't. That's so crazy, D.
how is this crazy?
You didn't blame Patrick when he wasn't putting up points, but now that he putting up, now that he had one good game, and you like, whoa,
one good game, man. Stop it, Trap. One good game. Really.
Okay, he had a game and a half, and now you.
Boy, why y'all hate on Patrick Mahomes so bad, man?
I'm just
All
keeping.
right, man. Any other takeaways?
Yeah. Another takeaway is Niners might be done.
Mike, ain't no Mike. Them folks is done. Say that a little bit louder. Say it with your chest so the people can hear you. Who might be done?
The Niners might be done. They could.
Ain't no Mike to it. Get them out of there.
They might be done.
Get them out of there, boss. 49ers are done, especially without Brock Purdy. If they don't get Brock Purdy back within it for the next game, he's
Yeah, I really thought they was gonna get Daniel Jones. I thought that'd have been a good pickup for him, but they didn't.
Shout out to the Vikes. Shout out to the Vikings. Hey, the Vikings said they coming for y'all. Before when they got Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Oh, now we gotta. First we whooped Sam Donald and Daniel Jones when they was apart. Now we gotta whoop them together. It's just a lot.
Boy, stop it. Wait till them folks come back around their corner though. We gonna see what your bad ass got to say then.
They didn't have to go around the corner.
We gonna see when they come back around their corner.
Also, I took away. I just don't know what's going on in the NFC West, man. I just don't know at this point. It looked like the Seahawks is that team now, and at first it looked like it was the Arizona, and then of course we thought it was the 49ers, and this is the only reason I said the 49ers might still be in it is because the division ain't ran away from them. It's not like they getting murdered in the division yet. They still got a chance, just like the Rams still have a chance, but I just didn't see the Seahawks being that team.
Somebody else got a chance too, Trap.
Yeah, the Cardinals.
No, they ain't in the NFC though. They
No,
ain't in the West.
Everybody has a chance.
Somebody that might not be dead is the Cowboys. What you think about that?
Yeah, you want to talk? You're right.
Come on,
You're right.
Come on, Trap. Talk to me.
The
Cowboys
have a chance. The Giants have a chance. The Raiders have a chance.
No, man.
The Jets have a chance. They all have a chance at the number 1 draft pick.
See that emphatic win by the Cowboys, bro.
Once again, they all have a chance at the number 1 pick.
Should we cut Dak Prescott and keep Cooper Rush?
I can't believe you asked me this.
Talk to me. Should we cut him? Hey, fuck it.
Yeah, y'all should just cut him. Just let that man get paid to not play football.
Just cut him and just roll with Cooper Rush.
Y'all do that. Y'all more stupid than I thought y'all were.
Now, what's really stupid is Jared talking about he gonna extend Mike McCarthy next year.
As he should, probably.
Man, hell no. For what?
This is not all on Mike McCarthy. He's doing the best he can with the groceries he got. Whoever doing the grocery shopping did him wrong. We didn't give him a running back. We didn't give him a line.
Okay.
We just said, hey, Mike McCarthy, here's everything. It's not that much, but good luck. And they're not giving Patrick Mahomes a team like that and saying, hey, gonna do this. D, y'all got a team.
I ain't talking about Patrick Mahomes.
No, D, I'm naming the best quarterback I can name. And I'm still saying nobody would do him like that. Nobody. If you want doing the best like that, you definitely wouldn't do the worst like that. Y'all gave this man running backs who wouldn't be a second string running back on any team. Y'all gave one good receiver, and the rest of the receivers probably wouldn't be your second wide receiver on any team. Y'all didn't give him nothing. He need help on the line. All we doing. We playing musical chairs with the line all year. Why? Because we couldn't just give him a decent line guy. We couldn't do none of that stuff. But you know what we did? We brought Zeke back. Look at us. Zeke used to be good in 2014, so what's the difference?
You love that line, don't it, boy? 2014 Zeke.
That was Zeke good.
Boy, get out of here. Okay, so you think they should extend him and bring him back next year?
No, I don't think they're going to bring Mike McCarthy back. All I'm saying is you can't put this whole season on that guy.
No, you can't. You can't.
And I feel like by firing him, what you saying, because remember, y'all won 12 games 3 straight years in a row.
And that don't mean nothing. That ain't doing that. Ain't nothing on nothing, because he didn't do nothing at the end of them 12-win seasons, and it looked like he's not going to be able to do nothing at the end of this season. You won 12 games. Whoop-de-doo. What have you done for me lately?
He wasn't the only one who ain't did nothing, though. Everybody else got taken care of.
We need a switch up. We need a change up. We need a new voice in the locker room, bro. That's what we need.
And you fire him and get who would you get? I guess that would be my question. Who would want to put up with Jerry?
Prime time.
No, Jerry. No, Dion good on that.
Prime time. But yeah, it's over with because I don't see nobody coming to Dallas, like you're saying, deal with Jerry because Jerry won't get out the way. He will not get out the way. So I don't see any competent coach coming to Dallas and be like, okay, I'm all in. Let's try to make something work. But of course, he gonna keep Mike McCarthy because Mike McCarthy gonna allow him to do all that bullshit. Gonna allow him to talk to the media first. Gonna allow him to throw him up under the bus and ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, but you also, I think you gotta allow. I just don't think it's fair. I think you gotta give him another chance with a decent team at least. You can't. Again, I just think if you fire him, you pretty much saying all this is on Mike McCarthy. And I told you, Jerry has a lot to do with it. Dak got a lot to do with it. And I get it. I do feel like he might lose his job, but I just don't feel like he's the sole responsible person for this year being bad.
Nah, he not. But yeah, because they already paid Dak, already paid CD. Somebody got to go. Somebody head got to roll for them only having 4 wins this season so far. Most definitely, I think it's gonna be Mike McCarthy.
I agree. It should be the GM though.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Jerry should have been at the house. He should have been. They should have been called somebody in to be the GM. No, you can't change the owner, but you need to bring a real GM in. Somebody who knows football.
I didn't know this. I just found this out the other day, maybe today. The Cowboys only had 2 GMs in their whole history.
Yep.
Jerry doesn't suck at his GM job. I'm not cool. He sucks. So he sucked this year as far as getting in talent. His drafting is pretty good. I don't know who does the drafting, but y'all are really good at drafting. But outside of that, yeah, y'all need help, boy.
Will McClay, that's who do our drafting.
To bring back Zeke and not go get Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones. These running backs is crazy. Even a DeAndre Swift would have been different. Tony Pollard is still good in Tennessee. It's just Tennessee ain't doing good, but Pollard's having a decent year.
Something better than what we got. So enough on the Cowboys because they ain't going to the Super Bowl. I got a question to ask. Who is most likely to win the Super Bowl this year? The Lions or the Chiefs?
So with the Chiefs, they got experience. They got the coach. They got Mahomes. The Chiefs are really good. So, of course, you got to go with the Detroit Lions because we that squad, bro. Like, we doing what winners do. We stomping out on bad teams and we beating good teams. Like, that's period. We not playing with our fool. There's no question about who the fuck got your ass whooped. We whooping people's ass so bad that they lose in the next game after they play us. It looks different when you watch the Lions. And I don't know how good the Chiefs are. Are they as good as the Panthers because they barely beat them? I'm just being real, see? Now, you don't want to be real, man. Y'all got issues, bro. Y'all got problems there.
Don't do that.
Y'all shouldn't be in these many close games, D. Y'all supposed to blew the Panthers out. So, D, let me ask you this. Let me just get a real reaction. If y'all have a close game against the Raiders, you ain't worried now?
I'm going to be a little worried, but I would never have fear because number 15 is all. As long as you got 15 working it, you good.
I agree with that. But 16 is more than 15. When you got 16, you know what I'm saying? And 16 gonna do his thing. He ain't never lost to no nigga named 15. We gonna go with the Lions and Jared Goff. I think maybe how the Chiefs might be looking different once Pacheco get back. We'll see. And once they start getting more people back healthy, maybe the Chiefs will start looking better. The run game will be a little bit more dominant. But right now, I'm going with the Lions.
My brother.
Yeah.
Mahomes will be the first quarterback to have a three-peat on his resume for all the reasons that you just outlined, because we know how to win close games. We already know how to blow people out. That's already understood. They already know what time it is. But now we just getting them dirty wins, them gritty wins, them grimy wins. We thugging it out. We having to get them blocked field goals. We having to go down and
But when you look at that game, like against the Panthers, man, nobody was getting separation. That looked horrible. Let's be real. Like y'all don't have a receiver that we gotta worry about. Like, y'all don't
Hollywood is on his way back. Hold on, hold tight.
I did say Maybe once y'all injured players get back, maybe y'all look different. But as of right now, D, y'all don't have nobody to worry about. We don't have to. We don't have. You know what I'm saying? I get D Hop is a good guy, but he's not out there murdering folks. Y'all got one fast guy, but he's just a track guy. That guy ain't really out there doing nothing.
This all you need to worry about right here, my boy. Right here, my boy. That's all you need to worry about. Until proven otherwise, most likely to win the Super Bowl will be the one Kansas City Chiefs, led by the best there is, Patrick Mahomes, my boy. So, are the Dolphins able to possibly make some noise this year? They trending on the upbeat. Tua done came back. I think they done won 2 or 3 in a row since he done came back. I'm trying to see. It's looking a little sneaky over there in the AFC. Maybe another potential taker. Are the Dolphins serious?
The Dolphins definitely look way better now. The Tua's back. They won 3 in a row. I guess their real test come down to this weekend against the Packers, where they got to go against like their biggest weakness, which is playing in the cold. So I guess if they could prove they could play in the cold, then definitely they should be a threat. But right now, as a team with 4 or 5 wins, I'm gonna say they're not a threat because now they have to, in order to make the playoffs, they have to catch up with the Broncos. They still got to catch the Ravens or something like that to get in, because those are the wild card teams,
Yeah.
or the Chargers.
Yeah, it's the Broncos and the Chargers.
Yeah, and the Ravens.
The Ravens, I thought. Oh,
Wild
yeah,
card
they
team
are
too.
because what's the name? They number 2 in their division.
So you got to catch those 3 teams, and it's just how, as of now, I'm gonna say they're out of it. But if they can prove that they can handle the cold, and because they just melt down sometimes, and I just got to prove that y'all over that. That's what I think it is.
All right, I'm riding with my boy Tua. Like you say, if they can ever get over the cold weather, because you're gonna have to either go to Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore, like all of those are cold cities in January for the playoffs.
Pittsburgh.
So yeah, Pittsburgh, all of those are cold cities. So you're gonna have to be able to play in cold weather. And this week is gonna be a wonderful test. They got to go to Green Bay. I'm gonna be picking the Dolphins to get that.
Oh, look at you.
Come on, Tua. It's time for Tua to resurrect the Alabama quarterback. Hey, because y'all be hating real hard on the Alabama quarterback. I need my boy Tua to come on through and hey, go ahead, push through and get that dub for me. But yeah, if they can prove that they can win in cold weather, most definitely, I can see them being a threat when the playoffs roll around. Speaking of the Packers, are the Packers a legit NFC contender?
Yeah, that's crazy to not say they are. They definitely are. Like our whole division is pretty much contenders if you don't count the Bears.
Especially the Vikings.
And I think they're better than the Vikings.
Get out there, dope.
Yeah, I definitely think they're better than the Vikings. So I'm gonna say that they are definitely contenders. They beat the Eagles, who you think is the leading candidate to beat the Lions. So that has to say something about them. But you can't just keep saying that every other team is good, but they're beating them and they're not. So I'm gonna have to give them their credit. 3 losses. They only got 3 losses. They looking good.
Oh yeah, if they can get the dub against the Dolphins and push forward, it's gonna also help them with their record as they push forward to try to find a playoff spot. That's something to be looking forward to.
Jacobs is looking.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
he's looking good. So it's hard to say they're not a contender and they still got all that.
Josh Jacobs looking good. Just think of all these places that have let these running backs go, and now these running backs in new places, like 3 places off top. You had Tennessee let go Derrick Henry, New York let go of Saquon Barkley, and Las Vegas let go of Josh Jacobs. And all 3 of those running backs are now in new places, and they balling.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get a line. But I won't sit here and be like, because the teams you named that they went to were good, if not better than what they were last year, than before they got on there. So I'm not about to sit here and be like they changed the whole culture or whatever. But they do look better because they are playing with teams with a better line and a winning team that has more weapons to worry about than just them. But I'm not about to be like they changed everything on these teams because these teams was winning before they got there. Because they have a good line, so you could have put, I ain't gonna say anybody back there because nobody got their production, but like a committee of running backs could have probably got their production. You know what I mean?
True that. All right. So, what are your grades that you're giving the rookies for this past week? Tap in.
All right. So for the rookies this week, we're gonna kick it off with Caleb. Caleb had a really good game. I felt like he still looked miles improved from what he looked like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna give Caleb a solid B. He made some throws that I was like, okay, now I see why they got you. I can see why you deserve to be in this league. I admit that Caleb made some throws that I was like, ooh. So I'm gonna go Caleb. Probably get a solid B. Jalen Daniels. I'm gonna give him a C. I just feel like he's starting to reach that cliff. Even though he looked better this week, he looked more healthier this week than other weeks because he's running and stuff this week. He got a rushing touchdown and stuff, so he looked it better. But it still don't look what it looked like before the beginning of the season. I think Drake May. The problem is Drake May looks so good, but his team is
Garbage.
it's hard to grade Drake May because of that. But I'm still gonna give him a B minus performance. He looks good, and I don't think they lost because of him. I just think like he don't have a team. And then the last one, Mr. Bo, to get an A. Bo's nice.
Just keep on winning.
Bo just keep on winning, and he's not losing. And it don't look like he's getting babied either. He's making throws. He's doing his job. He's with the right coach. Is pretty much what it is.
Oh yeah, the rookies, they still doing their thing. They coming through. They have now gotten those games, gotten those reps, gotten that experience. I have to give. Let me see. I'm gonna go with Jaden and Drake. I'm gonna get them both C's. I could see a lot more from them, but like you said, you really can't take too much into Drake because he's playing on a bad team. So I will give him a B minus because his team just is so garbage. Jane Daniels, 2 interceptions, not making good decisions. I'm gonna have to give him a C. Caleb Williams looking good. That's like another Drake May factor. His team is really not that good around him. They have now started to open up the playbook, utilize his skills, and get more out of his game. So I think it's gonna look good going forward. But Bo, man, you just can't say enough about Bo. Like you say, he's with the right coach, the right system, and it's showing off. So with that, I got to give him an A. So we're going to stay tapped into the rookies like we've been staying tapped in every week right here on the podcast with the Barbershop Vibes. It's your boy, Mr. D. I got my guy, DJ Trap, on the ones and twos. We rocking it out this week. Make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Make sure you tell somebody to follow us on all social media outlets. So we got to leave the NFL right now because we got to talk about something I really don't want to talk about. We got to talk about NCAA football. What was your biggest takeaway from week 3 college football, Trap?
Let me just talk you through this week for me. We started off the Saturday with Indiana getting steamrolled, right? And it was like, oh, they're done. They're done. Well, that's what I was thinking because Indiana got steamrolled. Then the SEC said, you know what? We don't want to be in this playoffs. Playoffs? Yeah, so the SEC was like, it means more here, so we don't want to be in the playoffs. And so the SEC decided to take all their teams and decide to let's not make the playoffs. And you got Ole Miss losing a game they shouldn't lose. You got Bama losing a game they shouldn't lose. The A&M is just looking bad. So that's my takeaway. That all the teams that have opened the door now to be replaced. So now I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear a lot of crying from SEC faithfuls because now as it's not gonna be that many SEC teams in the playoffs because they all stink.
We ain't gonna say they all stink. They just
You
had
got
bad
3 losses, then you stink.
They just had bad losses this week. SEC, it was a bad weekend for us. We really didn't produce. Had a lot of upsets to go on, mainly Alabama and Oklahoma, because we was right there in the mix, and now we on the outside looking in. So the biggest takeaway for me is that Kalen DeBoer and the coaching staff at Alabama may be in over their head. They may not realize what's really going on, where they at. They can't be, because there's no way that you let an Oklahoma team shut down your offense like that to where you only scored 3 points. And you see that the quarterback run is not working. It's not working, champ. Go somewhere else. They know that he's going to throw it to Ryan Williams. Go somewhere else.
You gotta have a quarterback to not have a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a running back who play quarterback.
Man, no, we have a quarterback, but our coach has not developed him to look into other places. He has 3 people that he throws the ball to: Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, and CJ Dupree. And if you look, we come out 2 receivers, 2 tight end sets. All of these receivers, bro, we got at least 67 receivers. I'm talking about that can be high production receivers, but we do not use them. We have 2 of the best backs. I've been saying this all year. 2 of the best running backs in the country. We do not use them. Why we don't use them? I don't know. I promise you, all this stuff is left up to coaching, bro. We have the athletes, we have the team, we have everything in place. Only thing you have to do is drive the car, drive the Ferrari. It's all you got to do. Basically, what Oklahoma did, they used the Vanderbilt offense and the Tennessee defense. That's how you beat Alabama.
So there's no chance that Alabama just might stink.
Our quarterback has not played up to where he should play. But as far as a team, no, we do not stink. We're a better team than y'all. Y'all stink.
I'm going to go with y'all stink.
Michigan stink. Alabama don't stink.
We not losing to
Bro,
Oklahoma.
y'all lose to everybody. Stop it, Trap.
Now we lose to everybody. No,
Stop it, Trap.
we lose to
And I want to know when I'm going to get paid too, bro, because we got 2 bets out that I'm still can collect on. So I just want to know when I'm going to get paid, Trap.
Man, D, the season ain't over with. Yeah, I don't remember the bets.
They in the pen misses, my boy. One of them that we weren't going to have 9 wins, and then the other one that we weren't going to finish higher than y'all, bro.
Did we bet that this year?
Yes, we bet that this year before the season started, Trap. Yes.
That money, D. I don't care about that shit, D. Y'all
Yes.
suck. Y'all fucking suck. I'm enjoying that. We dropped 50 on the nigga. What y'all dropped? 3? Oh,
Man,
we not the same.
stop
We
it.
not the same, buddy.
I know,
we dropped 50.
because we was actually considered to be a playoff team. I know we not the same, Trap.
D,
When nobody
you
thinking-
considering that shit, D. What I'm saying is this, D. We out the playoffs. Y'all out the playoffs.
No, not all the way. It's not all the way said and
Y'all
done
done.
yet.
Y'all
It's not all the way said in
y'all
stone yet.
done, D. You need some miracles to happen, D.
Maybe by next week be out,
D,
but this
over
week we
with.
still in.
D. It's over with. You need some miracles to happen, D. Motherfuckers don't play nobody good this week. You need some miracles to happen.
Oh, trust me, it's some people that can be upset this weekend that
You
can
hope.
cause some stuff to change. I ain't worried about it. It's still a chance. Next week we'll know for sure if we going to the playoffs or not. But this week,
Playoffs.
you will not rain on my parade this week, Trap, because this week is still a glimmer of hope.
No,
Even though
not.
it's a little, I'm talking about, even though it's slim as a bitch, like it's still some hope out there. So
There's
you will
zero
not
hope.
rain on my parade. You will not rain on my parade, my boy. So don't be mad, because y'all is all the way out. Y'all been out the playoff talk. Y'all wasn't even never in the playoff talk, my boy.
No, we definitely down there with Alabama. I'll give you that.
Boy,
I'll give you that.
stop
We
it.
are down there with Alabama.
Stop it. That's why I believe it really should be 4 teams instead of 3 SEC teams in the playoff. Really
Who's
should
the
be
4th
4.
team? Why should it be 4? D, y'all lost. Eventually, losses matter. Like, golly, bro. When do these losses not matter, bro? Y'all lost to an average-ass team.
We're not the only team out there with multiple unranked losses. That's
3.
being considered.
Y'all got 3 losses. Who y'all lost? 3?
Only 2 of them are to unranked opponents.
Yeah, that's still bad. Y'all, it's over with.
No, it's not,
Okay.
Trap.
You can't make excuses for these losses.
No,
over.
it's not, Trap. I'm just saying it's not over with.
It's been a
you
good
just
season.
can't. You
It's been a
can't
good
say that
season.
it's over with until it's actually over with. Until the 12 teams are set in stone. Don't be mad because we still may have a chance.
No, y'all don't have a chance.
Because the
D. It's
committee
over
and
with.
either us or Ole Miss should be in, bro.
No, D. Here, that's the problem right there. Y'all SEC people. You go out here, you lose to these average teams, and be like, we still should be in here because we the SEC. Even though we keep losing.
We play the best football. We have the best ratings. We bring the most eyeballs. People want to see the SEC. Don't nobody want to see the Big Ten.
D,
Or
didn't
the
we
ACC?
establish that the most watched game every year is
Stop it. Oh, yeah. Talking about the one y'all gonna get beat in. Y'all gonna get the snot beat out of y'all this weekend.
D, how many years you been praying for this?
What you mean? I ain't
Let's
even.
ask the question. How many years you been praying for this?
I
How
don't
many
even. I
years?
don't even.
How
I don't
many
even pay
years you
attention to
predicted this? How
y'all,
many
bro.
years
Don't
have you
nobody pay
predicted?
attention to the Big Ten.
D,
What
how
are you
many
talking
years
about, Trap?
you predicted this, D?
Trap. Don't the Big Ten, Trap.
How many years you predicted this?
Stop it. Don't nobody pay attention to y'all, bro. Like y'all ain't like that, bro. Don't nobody. Come on, stop it, Trap. Don't nobody want to see that.
You see the top 10.
Boy, stop it.
Even the
Good.
committee feel the same way. And now look at all the SEC teams on the outside. And if you ask me, I feel like the best SEC team on the outside, even though they lost to both of y'all, but right now they definitely playing the best football is South Carolina.
Boy, on that note, how's your Heisman? I finally had to take Jalen Milroe off the graphic, man. He finally stuck it up, boy. I had to get him up off there,
You
man.
sure, man? Because, y'all still alive from what I heard.
Yeah, we still alive as far as playoff, but he ain't alive when it comes to the Heisman. He's done. He's over with for that.
I think Jalen Merrill has a better chance at the Heisman than y'all do at the playoffs.
Boy, you smoking dope now, man. Once again, who you think gonna win? Are you still on Travis? Do you think the Genty dude has stepped up? Could it be Cam Ward? Maybe even Dylan Gabriel?
I did some research, man, and I found out that every 5 years or so, there's a guy who comes around and give us Genty type numbers. Like it was Melvin Gordon, it was the ball kid in Wisconsin, Kevin Smith. The list goes on. We keep seeing stuff like this. What we don't see is a Travis Hunter. We never, you know what I'm saying? This is something we never saw before. This guy is out here getting touchdowns, receiving. He's out here shutting them down on the outside as far as the corner goes. So I'm gonna go with my boy Travis Hunter. He's definitely still the man. I think it's pretty much a wrap at this point that he should win the Heisman. There's no question.
Oh yeah, he should, but I don't know if they gonna give it to him because they really be hating just because he associated with Coach Prime. I don't know if they gonna really give it to him or not. But he most definitely deserved it. Oh yeah, just off GP what he been doing on both sides of the ball. He ain't just been sliding through with just no little basic stats. Like he's making an impact on both sides of the football. So they cannot be overlooked. Like you said, you don't have too many people that come through and have this type of impact that he have on the game. Whether he running routes, whether he's stopping folks on their routes, he is Mr. Do It All. So it really just only a two-man race, to be honest. It's either him or Genty. But of course, they're going to have a quarterback in there. So that's why Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel getting their consideration. But to be honest, it's only really a two-man race.
I do think Genty should get credit. If Boise make playoffs and Boise become like one of those teams with a bye, I do think that matters because Travis Hunter do have L's. Like his team is taking L's, so wins and losses do matter. You know what I mean? So I do think that's a side that we should consider.
Oh yeah, they gonna consider that. I just hope they do the right thing and let the man take the Heisman home because I think it's his to lose at this point. But like you said, they did overlook him for the Thorpe Award. He wasn't one of the finalists, which I really wouldn't care about because he's a finalist on every other award list.
See, that doesn't make sense. But I hear what you don't care about. But it does matter. Like how can you say he's not one of the best defensive backs in the country? But yeah, he's up for the award for best defensive player in the country.
Yeah,
that makes no sense. You know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine them being like, we don't like Prime, who is one of our trophy members, so we're gonna hold him. I just think like the people who has a vote is just delusional.
man.
Because maybe think about it. What if he's saying the guys they chose probably have more picks than him? You know what I'm saying? And then all the guys play in a bigger conference than him.
And they probably strictly just defense. That's probably
all of them strictly defense, and and they on contending teams. So I think that makes a difference. I do think that.
Like, yeah, so that's why I don't know, man. That's why I want him to get the Heisman, but I don't know. It's like my boy Stephen A. say, it's fluid. Shit can change. You never know. So before we get out of NCAA, I just want to go over some of these rankings because I don't feel like they got it right. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We got the college football rankings. They just dropped not too long ago. The top four stayed the same. You had Notre Dame jumping in at number 5. Georgia moved up to number 7. Had some stuff moving around because, as Trap said before, we had a lot of teams to drop this last week, drop some upsets. Alabama right outside at number 13. So, what are your thoughts on the rankings, my dog? Tap in.
I don't think they missed this week. Yeah, they missed. No, they didn't miss. You can't make an argument about these 3 losses. I'm sorry, D. I don't feel bad for teams with 3 losses.
I'm talking about the top 12, bro. I'm talking about the top 12, bro. The top 12, they did not get right. Stop it.
They got it right.
No, they did. They did not get right. Penn State should not be 4.
They only got 1 loss.
Okay. Indiana only got 1 loss. Why they at number 10?
Because Indiana got smoked.
Okay. Penn State got smoked.
They didn't get smoked. They lost by 7.
Okay, they got smoked.
They
got smoked. They lost. So why is they up at number 4? Why they not lower? Georgia should be up higher. I'm trying to figure out how they missed the mark this week. If you're looking at the teams They dropped the ball. How does Penn State not drop lower than that? How does, even though Notre Dame only has that one loss, some folks ain't played nobody, Trap.
D, but all I'm saying is, D, I get what you're saying. They ain't play nobody, but they didn't lose to average teams. Like Oklahoma's, no matter how you want to put it, they average team. When they play average teams, they beat their ass. D, y'all play average teams, y'all lost.
Talking about Alabama. I ain't saying nothing about Alabama, bro.
Penn State played a close game with the number 2 team in the country.
What about Notre Dame?
Notre Dame steamrolling folks. They had that one bad loss. They had a horrible loss, but they steamrolling folks.
Why is Georgia not higher?
They got 2 losses, man. How can we rank them ahead of teams with 1 loss? That just don't make sense.
So Miami should be in front of them, and they lost to Georgia Tech? Really?
No, I agree. No, I was making that point earlier, though. Y'all said I was crazy.
Nah, I'm talking about this week. I'm talking about
they got
this
1 loss. That's hard. It's hard to be like, that 1 loss. Even though their 2 losses is against 2 good teams, that is still 2 losses. Eventually, wins and losses got to mean something.
So if that's the case, Indiana should be up higher.
No, they got blown out.
But they only got 1 loss, though.
But it was a blowout.
If that's the case, why shouldn't they drop?
Because everybody else above them played against another team that's really good, and they didn't get blown out.
Okay, so is Boise State undefeated?
They lost to Oregon.
So what you mean to tell me Indiana 1 loss is better than they 1 loss?
Yeah.
How?
Because Indiana, I ain't gonna say that. Indiana wins. Indiana got better wins than them. They beat tougher teams than Boise. Utah State, ass.
Okay, so you still ain't said nothing because Indiana should not be above Boise State if that's the case.
What do you mean? They both lost to the 1 and number 2 teams in the country. The only difference is since then, Boise really they've been playing nobodies. And there's been close games. Indiana been beating this shit out these bad teams outside of Michigan and Ohio State.
So if that's the case, why couldn't Ole Miss be in front of them?
Because Ole Miss got 3 losses. Eventually wins. Why don't wins and losses matter to you, bro?
Because it's the SEC. We the best.
No,
what do you mean?
SEC
loss is different than a Big Ten loss.
Yeah, it's pathetic. Loss. It's pathetic.
What do you mean? How is it pathetic? And we're the best. We're the best conference in college football.
Oh, yeah.
How? Yes, we are, Trap. It's been proven year after year.
This shit is fair, D. This shit is fair. This shit been proven, D.
Only reason that it looked different this year because we had conference realignment, and now we got new people that's in different places.
D, that same thing happened in the Big Ten.
When, Trap?
What you mean? We had new people too.
But I'm saying,
in fact, we had more new people than y'all.
Who is fearing the new? The only real
the team we had is number 1, D. Literally,
that's the only big time program that y'all added, bro.
And only big time program y'all added was Texas.
Oklahoma
ain't nobody fearing. Only losers lose to Oklahoma. Lose to Oklahoma, bro.
Man,
only losers lose to Oklahoma.
Stop it, Trap. We're not finna sit up here and act like
are they even bowl eligible?
I think so. Now they are. But I'm talking about the years past when they had Lincoln Riley.
Bro, now years past. So
we're not finna act like Oklahoma went hanging 50 and 60 on motherfuckers.
So we gonna act like Washington wasn't in the national championship last year?
Washington won Big Ten last year.
They won in the Big Ten last year.
They were Pac-12.
Yeah.
And bro, before then, when was Washington ever thought of anything, Trap? Why nobody checking for Washington before last year?
Nobody's checking for Oklahoma, bro.
Really? So all them years they had Baker, they had Kyler, they had Jalen Hurts.
D, you keep going farther and farther back, D.
Bro, you tripping, bro. Bro, you tripping.
You not in your conference either. They're booty.
It's the first year that they've been like ass in the past
just like USC.
7 years.
You don't see me out here bragging about USC.
Bro, USC ain't been hitting on nothing in years, Trap. What are you talking about?
Since the early 2000s. Oklahoma done, bro. Oklahoma trash.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all only added 1 true competitor this year.
See, there you go again, D, with the bullshit. They're not good. They're not good, apparently. Fuck them. We added Oregon, a team who don't win shit. And you like, no, they good. They're really good. And you basing it off of this year. So yeah, when I base stuff off of this year, it was good the other years.
I'm talking about SEC football, bro. Every year, bro.
I'm saying, and since Oklahoma been in the SEC, No, it's not. Who's Texas played?
Bro, this 1 year that they really ain't played nobody. Stop. I'm talking about Georgia, Alabama, Florida. Folks that's been in the SEC trap. It has never been no easy road
It sounds
opposed
like
to
you just had a bunch of losers.
Stop it. Opposed to Ohio State, Michigan, bro. Y'all ain't been playing nobody like that, trap. Y'all cakewalk through y'all season last year, trap.
Walk through the playoffs.
Man, stop
we
it.
played the SEC champions, and what happened, D?
Man, stop it.
We walked in your trap and took over your trap.
Every year, trap. The Big
We
10,
walked
bro,
in your trap and stepped over your trap.
The Big 10 does not play physical football, bro.
D,
outside of the year with Urban Meyer and Zeke Elliott, them, bro. When has the Big 10 really showed up and been able to beat the
last year? What are we talking? Did we not watch us run it down y'all throat? D, did we not run it down y'all throat last year?
Two years
y'all in the face, D. I mean, D, y'all
out of the last 15 years, y'all shown up 2 times.
No, D, this happens quite a bit though, D.
2 times. How? And
wow, how you forget?
Last year in the 2015 Ohio State Buckeyes.
D, see, that's your problem right there, D, because you sit around and be like, SEC this, SEC that, but then it turns into what y'all do against Alabama when it counts. That's pretty much what it turns down to. That's all you name, D. Well, what you do against Alabama when it counts. No, D, it was not.
We're talking about the Big 10. When has they really been known for playing physical football?
All the time, like when Penn State been whooping Auburn ass the last couple years. So, Penn State did beat
outside of last year.
Penn State did beat Auburn ass the last 2 years, D.
Man,
now we just talking USC. They just whooped on LSU. Oh, stop okay, my bad, D. I guess we talking about the wrong conference. And USC sucked. D, I just told you I wouldn't even brag about USC, and they drug LSU.
Talking about the same LSU that let us put up 42, and we just got beat by Oklahoma. Really, trap.
D, you just said the SEC is good. Either they bad or they good, D. I'm telling you, we beat on the SEC team.
I'm talking
about bad or they good, D.
This year has been the only down year that the SEC
stop
has
that
had,
shit,
bro.
D. Stop that shit, D. Y'all trash. It's a trash ass conference.
Boy,
move
you
on,
crazy
bro.
As hell, bro.
Trash ass conference, bro.
Just like the trash ass Wolverines, boy. All right. Once again, man, shout out to y'all for vibing with us, man. Trapping here on his bullshit as usual. Whack Big 10, but it's okay. It's okay, Trap. It's all right. Leave the NCAA and we headed to the NBA because I got to talk about the NBA. My thoughts on the season so far. They just came up with a new way that they're gonna be doing All-Star Week. I guess somebody had a bright idea.
Curry.
It was gonna be better.
It was Curry.
I don't know, whoever it was, they need to have their ass smacked. Talking about some folks
came up with this idea.
So, all right, but it's supposed to be 4 pickup games. Then they're going to have the winner of those games. They're going to play for the semifinals and all that, whatever. Yeah, they tripping with this
like, there you go again. Sound like an old-ass man, D. Yo.
What you mean? Why we just could keep the All-Star game regular? East versus West.
Them boys, you watch what them boys do when you keep the All-Star game regular. That shit boring.
What you think they finna do in the pickup game, bro?
D, this shit about to be different. You know where this motto is coming from, really? It's the hockey model. Hockey does a similar thing now. And the hockey all-star game is pretty dope now that they do this. And I think this idea really is going to work because those boys will go out there and they're going to play hard. I really do. I really do believe because it's quick games. It's quick games. And I think they're going to play hard because they want to win. As opposed to like we going out there now and playing this big-ass pickup game where I got to play all these minutes. I might as well lollygag or let you do whatever.
You think they ain't going to be lollygagging doing the pickup game?
I think them boys will take it a little bit more serious because it's
hell no, Trap. It's not going to take
like
it
the
serious.
Fourth quarter, like this in the All-Star game. Them boys don't get serious until the fourth quarter. Correct? Now, what if we just pick the fourth quarter all the time?
Boy, somebody was snouting their powder when they came up with this idea.
No,
it's not going to work. A pickup game at the All-Star game, really?
It works in hockey. Like, that's where they got it from. It works well in hockey, D. It's going to work well in the NBA because them boys.
This ain't hockey, bro.
This ain't
hockey.
Hockey got a great All-Star game, and that's what they're trying to get to. Hockey always had a great All-Star game. They have one of the greatest All-Star games, them in baseball. It's just what it is.
Man, stop it. No, them folks don't have no fucking great. Man, all these
They
folks
say you don't watch hockey, D. That's all you say. You ain't got to shit on D. You don't have to poop on hockey to say you don't watch it. You don't have to poop on hockey.
So you're telling me that they have an awesome, they're just out the park. Like everybody's going to tune into the NHL All-Star game. Get the fuck out of here, Trap. No, they not. They not watching no fucking hockey All-Star game.
You see what
Get
I'm
out
saying?
of here.
D, just say you don't watch. It's okay. It's cool.
I'm talking about for
It's cool,
NBA
D.
fans. NBA fans and hockey fans are not the same, bro.
They're not.
Just like
They're not.
NFL fans and NBA fans are not the same. Why are you gonna try to adapt something from another game, thinking that it's gonna, especially with these already lazy as hell, you finna give them a pickup game. Like they really finna be focused on a pickup game.
Again, D, I think you being an old man, get off my lawn right now. Back in my day, they used to just go out there and roll the ball out. God damn.
Wow, bro. So they had already made enough changes with them picking. They having the captains and shit. Okay, just keep it like that, bro. Now y'all finna go back and
D,
switch it.
how many times you was like, man, I don't know if I really just want to watch this.
That's
Come on, D, you not being honest, bro.
That's been the past couple of years, to be
D,
honest.
you've been getting crappy product, and now they trying to fix that crappy product. And
What
now
are you talking about? It's gonna be crappy product because niggas is not gonna take it serious, Trap.
When they do take it serious,
Bro, those folks ain't took the junk serious, bro, since Kobe them. Like that's the last time they really took this shit serious, bro.
D, they take it seriously when it get to the fourth quarter. Now, pickup games about to make it the fourth quarter all the time.
Nah, that's whack. Go back to the drawing board, NBA. Don't do it, bro. People not watching now, bro. They really ain't gonna watch, bro. When they figure out that this is a damn pickup game, like really.
D, that's when them boys play the hardest. Is when they play pickup, though.
Yeah, we had to agree to disagree on that because that was a dumb move by the NBA. I don't think it's gonna work. It may work, but I honestly don't think, because you already have people already shitting on All-Star Weekend now as is, but with them playing pickup games and not really being focused, come on, bro.
If it works, would you admit that you a hater?
No, I admit I was wrong, but I'm not a hater like you. Like, it's documented hatred on your behalf, my brother.
D, I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator.
Man, stop it, Trap. You hate on all my teams, brother. Stop it. Stop it. You go out your way.
Alabama's my boys, but shit, they out here getting whooped by.
Hey, we ain't even talking about Alabama right now.
I'm just saying,
it's one team.
For a 5-win team.
It's one team that you ain't gonna be able to hate on this year, and those are them Kentucky Wildcats, my boy. Oh, leaving the NBA, jumping the NCAA. Yes, sir. We've been cooking. What are your thoughts so far? A lot of upsets been going on in college. If y'all haven't been paying attention, the number 2 and the number 3 team have been upset so far. So that's only gonna make it a little bit better for my boys to move on up a little higher. Tap in.
It's November, D.
Wow. So if Duke would have beat Kentucky, it wouldn't have been more than a November win for them.
No, it still just been November.
Wow. Boy, stop. Boy, you wouldn't let me hear the end of that. Boy, stop.
They throw y'all about losing, except when y'all losing the tournament in March.
Man, stop it. I know one team that's not going to be there.
Oh,
the Michigan Wolverines.
D, that might be true, but I see you checking for it, so you might never know. Okay? You might never know.
Yeah, I'm checking so I know what my team don't need to look like.
D, it's November, D.
I'm just saying.
It's November, D. All I'm saying is it's too early. Like,
so we don't need to take any stock into what Penny Hardaway got going on in Memphis, even though
I believe in. I'm not sure if I believe in Santa Claus or Penny Hardaway more, to be honest. I'm leaning towards Santa because shit, somehow gifts still at least get here. But Penny wins don't get here at all.
Wow, bro, Penny is 6-1, bro. What are you talking about?
And they just lost. They just got blown the doors off by Auburn, right?
Okay, but that was their first loss of the season, bro.
What I'm saying is that stuff does not. It's November. When March comes, where will Penny be? Will Penny in the tournament? I don't. So far, it's based off of how it normally be.
Wow, that's crazy work right there.
How many top 10 draft picks Penny has since he been there? A lot. And yet this man don't make the tournament. Don't have tournament wins. But what is Penny giving y'all? Penny's underachieving here. And I think the reason why he ain't got fired is because his name is Penny and he played for that school. If Penny was any other coach, let's say random name, Tubby Smith, fired.
Wow. That's crazy. He just won the NIT championship not too long ago.
Look at y'all winning the championship of losers.
So, bro, so you see how you be talking and you don't think there's hateration in this dancery?
68 teams get to go to this tournament. 68. And Penny is not one of the 68. You trying to tell me, but he won the team of the tournament of the guys who didn't get in that 68.
It's conference. He ain't in the right conference.
No, D, I had nothing to do with conference. D, it's 68 teams getting there. How you gonna sit here and say it's the conference? But I'm sitting here seeing that goddamn Florida A&M make it to the tournament more than Penny have.
Cause Florida A&M win a conference.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Penny.
Bro, you ain't finna sit up here and pull Penny like he ain't like
Bro,
he ain't
you
been
not
like
about to sit here and
the
act like
most
he's
elite coach, but he ain't been trash neither now. The
D.
man averaged 20 wins a season
D,
now. We
how
ain't
many
finna do that
tournaments
now.
have you? Penny been there with 7 years. How many tournaments I went to? What, one?
Yeah.
Come on, D. Let's get for real eventually. Eventually, we gotta get for real about this shit.
That's
That's cool.
crazy.
If that's the expectation out there in Memphis, I apologize, bro. Then you right. Y'all cold. Y'all cold.
So you really finna sit up here and poo 20 wins a season and say that's not good. I can't believe it.
The standard is the standard, and you don't make the tournament. D, what can I say, D? You know what I'm saying? I can't feel bad for a team who don't make a tournament that involves 68 teams. You know what I mean?
That's crazy work, boy. Y'all hear that boy Trap? Now he say he ain't no hater, but the good people of America hear you being a hater right now. How you hating on Penny Hardaway? He's
That's
20
crazy,
wins
D,
a season.
again.
It's
It's
crazy work.
crazy. It's crazy again that you keep calling me a hater because I'm out here being honest about this.
Nah, it's a difference between being honest and being a hater, bro. You really on that line, boy. You walking that line. It's a thin line, boy. Ooh, we gonna leave the NCAA right there, man, because I don't want Trap to pull out no more hateration.
Y'all didn't
This
bring
man,
Penny.
right?
Y'all didn't bring Penny in for this. That's all I'm saying. Y'all didn't bring Penny in for this.
This man right here, man. Let me lead the NCAA right there, man, because he just going all off the rail, boy. That man just tried to poo Penny Hardaway for 20 wins a season. That's crazy work right there. Once again,
Y'all make the tournament.
shout out to y'all for joining us tonight. We are the Tapped In Sports Podcast. Got to get my guy, I got to get him to wrestling. Maybe he won't hate so hard at wrestling. He ain't got nobody to hate on in wrestling. Trap, give me your thoughts on Raw and SmackDown. We got Survivor Series coming up. Talk to me.
I'm gonna say this, man. Sheamus versus Kaiser versus Braun Breaker is a banger.
A banger.
A fucking banger. It's a fight night. That's gonna be a good match. Very physical match right there. Hopefully, Sheamus come through with the win. I like if Braun kept the belt too, but Sheamus haven't won it. Maybe Sheamus deserve it. But those are bangers of our matches. Surprisingly, the girls stuff at first was like, it just felt like they threw a bunch of random chicks together and they said, hey, we're gonna put y'all in War Games, but now it got a direction. It's looking good. I'm messing with that. That's looking good right now too. So I like that. The surprise of CM Punk being in this Bloodline storyline is also, it can go so many ways. Y'all, I don't know if Paul Heyman's with Roman or not. I don't know if CM Punk's with Roman or not. I don't know if Jimmy Uso is with Roman and Jay or not. This is getting good. I say that.
Yeah. It's getting good for sure. And like you said, they done started to clear up the girl side of the War Games. Like you said, it just felt like they just threw everybody together. But now they starting to look like they having a direction where they gonna go with that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be crazy with the bloodlines going at each other like that. You never know what to expect. You don't know who's really with who's really got who's back. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one coming up. Survivor Series, War Games. Question: do you think that the Jade Cargill thing? Do you think that's gonna be the starting of them splitting apart her and Bianca?
No, this ain't got nothing to do with her. Bianca ain't got nothing to do with it. This right here is Bayley turning heel, I believe. I believe Bayley attacked her. That's who I believe did the attack was Bayley. Because who benefits from this is Bayley. Bayley gonna be brought in to be the fifth woman. So Bayley benefits from this. I think Bayley took her out because she wanted her spot.
That's crazy right there, boy. Cause I saw, damn. Okay, so they probably finna start some beef because that caused her chance at the belts. Maybe that's gonna start a little beef right there. But like you say, you just never know. The writing is going in some crazy directions. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's not Jade's fault. Jade didn't, throw herself into a card and make Bianca lose. It was Bayley. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Hopefully the U.S. Championship for the women's goes to Chelsea Green. Yeah,
she is gonna be. It's not gonna be able to take her. She's gonna be all over the place. She win that belt for her. Oh my God, Chelsea Green, the champion. Oh my God,
she deserves a belt. She that woman. She deserves that belt.
What about your girl Tiffany?
No, I mess with Tiffany. She don't need the belt.
I don't know if she gonna have to cash in. I think her cash is gonna be successful, but I don't think they can probably gonna let her cash in to Mania, probably, because that'd be a dope match between her or the Royal Rumble maybe.
Ooh, that's a jumping. It's jumping. Hey, so make sure that you are tapped in to WWE Survivor Series, War Games. A lot of stuff gonna be jumping off. Never know what type of surprises they're gonna have. I know it's gonna be off the chain. I know they're gonna pull somebody. Somebody gonna come out. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I know they're gonna have some type of surprises to pop off because that's what they've been trying to do on all these main events, all these exclusive events. So I know for sure they're gonna try to bring somebody out to throw a wrench in it, mix it up. Most definitely. Make sure you tapped in to WWE as we stay tapped in right here at the podcast with the Barbershop Vibes. We are the Tapped In Sports Podcast. Anything else before we leave WWE, bro?
I'm interested to see where they go with this Gunther stuff. I want to see Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. I'm not gonna lie to you. Brock got to come back eventually. I'm just so excited to see where this bloodline stuff goes. This is must see TV.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's gonna be something that you gotta be tapped into. Popcorn.
My boy Cody a real storyline now. They finally gave Cody something real to bite into. So now Cody versus Kevin. The promo was dope as shit. That was dope as fuck. They both said some truths. They both had their own. So I really fuck with that. And I'm excited to see what happens to New Day next week. I don't want to see New Day break up, but if they do, I want to see New Day break up. You know what I mean? Like, I love to see them fight, but I don't want to see them fight. Yeah. It'd be really dope if Big E could come back. I really wish that was the surprise, that Big E was coming back. We'll find out next week.
Oh, yeah, we going to find out. So make sure you stay tapped in to the Tapped In Sports Podcast. It's your boy, Mr. D. I got my guy, DJ Trap, in the building. We've been rocking it out this week. So we're going to jump straight into my 3 games that I got this week for it. So first up, let's go with Miami and Syracuse because I think that this is a trap game for the Hurricanes. I think that Syracuse is a formidable opponent. I think that they are going to push them to the brink right here. They said they are a 10.5-point favorite. I don't like them with their 10.5. I think it's going to be way closer than what they say it is. Who you got, my brother?
I ain't gonna say I like him. I do respect Kyle McCoy. I do think he can play a little ball out there in Syracuse. And I think in that Carrier Dome is going to be rocking. And it's going to be loud in that Carrier Dome. But Cam somehow know how to pull it through every time. So I'm going with Miami because that's what they do. They pull it through.
Yeah, they do. They have some type of way of being sneaky and sneaking it on out. But
you told me that means you're good. That's according to Chiefs, right? That's what they do. So they're good. So I'm going with the Miami.
Yeah, they find a way to win. They find a way to squeak it out, sneak it out. But I think even though they have been able to do it in the past, I think this week is going to catch up with them. So I'm going to take Syracuse for the upset. I think something about Kyle McCoy got me feeling good this week, man. I think most definitely if they don't win, it's going to be way closer than that 10.5. Most definitely, it's going to be way closer than that.
Can I ask you this? This one of the games you need this week?
Yeah and no. Okay. Yeah and no. So most definitely, I'm gonna take Syracuse. My guy said he gonna take Cam. Oh, Cam, but that's not the good one. The next one is a good one. We got Texas versus Texas A&M. The Longhorns going to Kyle Field to take on the Aggies. They are a 5.5-point favorite. Oh man, I think it's over with, man. Hook 'em
for Texas.
No, it's over with for Texas A&M.
Yeah, this game right here is a real rivalry. It's one of the ones that I was really excited for when Texas came back to the SEC. Was to see Texas A&M and Texas. They don't like each other. They hate each other. This is gonna be, it's gonna be personal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm going with Texas. I gotta rock with Texas. So they proved they knocked them dissolved. That's my thoughts.
I would have been way more comfortable if Texas A&M would have beat Auburn. If they would have beat Auburn last week, I would have been way more confident, and I would have honestly said I think Texas A&M gonna win it. But I just don't think it's gonna be too much Longhorns, too much Sark. The way that he scheme and draw up the plays, and the way they use Queen Ewers, I think it's just gonna be too much for the Aggies to overcome.
Is Auburn possibly sneaky good?
They got a good coach. Hugh Freeze is a hell of a coach. So,
so if there was a bowl of iron, right? Let's just imagine it was a bowl of iron. Would you give it to Auburn?
No.
That's my upset of the week.
Man, get out of here. Get out of here. You just saying
Now
it
let's
because
get
you
outta
just
here.
think because you
D, y'all
because you
played them
wanted to
tough.
be the upset.
D, last year y'all need a fourth. D, now I'm just saying it because every year they play y'all tough. Last year, what y'all need, a 4th and 19 miracle?
It was like 4th and 31. It was something like that. And we got it.
Shit, 4th
But
and forever.
this year we ain't gonna need that. This year we ain't gonna need that. I guarantee you, as down as everybody is on Alabama, we gonna win this week. We'll be good. Cause guess what? We at the house.
Yeah, down the street from their house.
No, we at the house. We don't lose at the house. All
So the
right.
game
So
is in Alabama, right?
yes,
And who plays where?
it's in Tuscaloosa. It's in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So it's
That ain't that
different, bro.
far away from. Ain't
We
that
we
far away.
we are a way different team at home opposed to on the road. So I'm just gonna put it like that. So ain't no upset happening, not this week. Now if we was on the road, I'd be scared. But no, I have no fear. Because if they don't win, the refs gonna win it for us. All right. Now the last one.
Wow.
The last one is the one that I really need. I ain't gonna lie. I need this. Clemson is the number 12. We number 13. I need South Carolina. Come on.
This is straight up
game.
8. Even
Come
though
on.
if everything stands, Clemson is out the playoffs. You know that, right? I'm saying like right now they're out the playoffs.
Yeah, right now. So that's what I'm saying. I already know it's something else shaky gonna happen up top. So that's why I need something to transpire up top, and I need Clemson to lose. Because if they lose, they're automatically gonna slide us up to 12. And then if we can get somebody to fumble the bag, i.e. Miami, something like that, that's gonna shuffle some shit around. For sure. That's gonna shuffle some shit around.
I'm gonna go
if Texas lose, they're gonna shuffle some shit around.
In Clemson, I'm going with Clemson.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
Even though I think South Carolina is playing great ball, I'm just going. It's in Clemson. I have to go with Clemson.
South Carolina.
Before, you just told me that don't matter. Even though it's the same state, they play in the same state. You just told me because it's in Clemson, it's different.
No, I say because it's in Alabama.
Same thing.
No, it's not. Stop it, my boy. Stop it. So they looks like we pretty split on all the games except for the second one, which is Texas and Texas A&M. As much as I want to pick A&M, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Texas on this. All right, those are our NCAA games for this week. We are going to be tapped into that because it's going to be a lot of that can transpire. So we're going to be tapped in. So we got to get to the NFL games. First up, he gonna be like, what? We got the Lions and the Bears.
D, why would you put that? D,
because it's sneaky.
D, let's be real. D,
it's sneaky.
Now it's a sneaky game, D. You just watch these niggas get beat by the 2 teams in our division that we already beat. And now you think, oh, man, shit, the best team in the division definitely might not be able to handle that line.
Gonna be one because y'all play on Thanksgiving. Y'all have a losing record on Thanksgiving, Trap.
D, what the fuck that supposed to mean?
Y'all have a losing record.
D, what don't we have a losing record in? You know what I'm saying?
That's true too. But let you tell it, y'all been great since 1954. That's neither here nor there, Trap. But like I said, y'all have a losing record on Thanksgiving. The Chicago Bears are starting to turn the corner a little bit, I feel. So I think that this is a game that y'all can be trapped because it's Thanksgiving. Y'all really not trying to be there. Y'all are already knowing, quote unquote, that y'all gonna beat the Bears. They're going to catch y'all slipping.
I don't think the Lions want to be at Thanksgiving. That's the one game. That's like saying the Cowboys don't want to be at Thanksgiving. That's the one game we know we got to play. Like, as soon as you sign a contract with the team, you already know what you got going on. We about to blow these boys out. I can't fucking believe you right now.
No, sir. So y'all winning by more than 9.5.
You definitely covering that.
Boy, stop it. I ain't covering nothing.
We covering that. We got a running back.
Covering nothing.
We got a running back who's mad at that team. They got offensive line got issues.
Stop it.
And they played a game where they had to go to overtime last week on a short week. So them boys a little more banged up. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to play in overtime last. We was done early. Them boys had to still keep on playing. So yeah, I'm rocking with us.
I knew you was gonna say that. So don't be surprised when y'all take that L. I don't want to hear no excuses, my boy. I don't want to hear no excuses when y'all take that L because I'm taking Chicago. Believe that.
See, that's the issue I'm having with you right now, D, because you don't want to hear no excuses when we take the L. But when we take that win, it's going to be, oh, man, it was just the Bears.
I ain't say that. You the one saying it, Trap. Next up, we got my boy Tua. He headed to Green Bay. Can two of them get a win in the cold weather? It's supposed to be about 20 degrees in Green Bay. Green Bay is a 3.5 point favorite with the over under being 47.5. I believe it's gonna be under 47 points because it's gonna be too cold. Ain't nobody gonna be scoring like that. Who you got? Talk to me.
So when it comes down to this game, I wanted to say, yeah, Miami got this, but the problem is it's gonna be cold as shit. And then on top of that, Mike McDaniel is out there cracking jokes about it being cold. Last time I remember they played in a cold game where Mike McDaniel cracked jokes about it being cold, they got fucking the doors blown off of them.
Hey,
So,
who they play that game?
You
remember who they play?
The Bills.
You sure? I thought it was.
Remember he had the shirts.
I thought it was the Chiefs, but okay.
It was the Bills, bro. He made the shirts. He didn't do nothing special about y'all when he played y'all. It was when he played the Bills where he had them shirts on about how they scared of the cold and shit, and they went out there and got blown out.
So are you taking the Dolphins or are you taking the Packers?
They pretty much got to prove. I'm taking the Packers. The Miami Dolphins for me have to prove we can handle a cold weather game for me to respect.
Let's go, Big Tua. They don't believe in us. They don't want to see us win. Let's go, Tua. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm going Tua, man. Tua gets the first dub in cold weather to silence all the critics, all the haters, all the non-believers that think that they can't win in cold weather. He going to go right on up there to Green Bay and show y'all what he say. He finna send them Green Bay packing. You understand me? Come on, Tua. Tua. Yeah. That's how we come.
Nobody believed it.
Stop. All right. And the last one, it's going to be a good one. Oh, it is the battle of the MVP running backs. We got Saquon Barkley versus Derrick Henry, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Ravens. We got Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson, Harbaugh versus Sirianni. Who you got, my brother? Tap in.
I feel like this is the game of two teams that I don't really believe in, right? But I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. Think mixing out on ground on a game like this where you have big old Derrick Henry coming through that mug is very important.
Oh, yeah, very important.
Go miss him. It's like you're going to miss him because he coming through. So I'm going with my boy. I'm going with the Ravens on this one.
As much as I hate to, boy, I hate to agree with you, man. I hate to agree with you. I'm going to have to go with the Ravens. But I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just don't know because whenever Lamar Jackson faces an elite quarterback on the other side, he wants to prove that he is the better quarterback instead of going with the game plan, turning around, handing the ball to Derrick Henry.
But most of the time, he proved it, don't he?
Nah.
What you mean? No. So when he played against Joe Burrow, what happened? He out quarterback Joe Burrow. When he went against Josh Allen, what happened? He out quarterback Josh Allen.
When he go against Patrick Mahomes, what happened?
That's Mahomes. If that's your whole point is that he can't beat Mahomes, then say that. You said when he go against an elite quarterback. I'm naming other elite quarterbacks.
Joe Burrow, he don't elite quarterback. He don't out quarterback Joe Burrow.
Now Joe Burrow ain't even okay. All right.
Out quarterback Joe Burrow. Stop it.
I see where you're going with this. You about this your way to ease into some Joe Burrow hate. I'm sorry if I give you.
I'm just saying, even though I just gave Joe Burrow his props, even though Joe Burrow is ass, even though Joe Burrow is garbage, when Lamar Jackson show up to play him, he always put his best foot forward. Lamar on the other hand,
Lamar win.
No,
Lamar don't be winning.
Not all the time.
This year, what happened? Who looked the best?
But let y'all tell it, been going man. He ain't got no defense.
He has been going man. He threw a 300 plus and 5 touchdowns each game.
So how is Lamar Jackson out quarterbacking it?
Because Lamar stood up and played too. He played ball too. What are you saying?
Man, he is
Lamar
not.
played ball too.
Lamar is not. No.
Ball too. What are you saying? Like they put the ball in Lamar's hand. He went out there and won the game.
Whenever, that's what I'm saying. But every time it don't work out like that, Trap. Every time they put the ball in Lamar's hands and put the game on his shoulders, bro, it don't work out like that, Trap. It don't.
Talking like Lamar bum again.
I'm not. I'm just saying when certain times he shows up to the game, he don't look like that elite Lamar Jackson that he is. He's not winning. He's not getting the dub. He's not producing like he should. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, this is a bunch of hate. I feel you.
Wow, there he go now. Hey, I'm just what you say. I'm just telling the truth.
No, D, this ain't telling the truth. This nigga.
That's what you told me.
I just told you that Lamar is one of the most winningest quarterbacks of all time. in the regular. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most winningest quarterbacks of all time. And yeah, you telling me, man, when he play against elite quarterbacks, he get whooped.
Put his best foot forward. That's what I'm saying.
No,
and that leaves the door open for him to not win all the time, which he doesn't win all the time, Trap.
it's the playoff games where it comes up bad.
Which is probably the most important time.
I'm not denying it's not the most important time.
So that's what man, see, there you go, boy. Ooh,
but all I'm saying is Lamar good, bro. That's all we saying.
Lamar is good, but he doesn't always show how good he can be when he plays against other elite quarterbacks.
So pretty much what you're saying is Lamar is so good that they shouldn't let him play quarterback when he play against good teams.
What? That don't even make sense, Trout. What you talking about?
That's exactly what you just said. Man, they let Lamar play too much of that goddamn quarterback, and shit, they be losing.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when it's times that you know that you should be running the football and you still trying to drop back and pass like you Dan Marino, like you Joe Montana. We need to turn around and hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. That's all I'm saying. Stop doing that. Run the ball, Baltimore. Run the ball. So that's why I don't have, matter of fact, I'm not picking them. I'm going with the Eagles because I got a strange feeling they is not going to feed Derrick Henry. But on the other side, they're going to feed Saquon Barkley.
Nah, Henry will get fed this game. This definitely one of those games where they want to show them that Henry's better than Saquon.
I'll be waiting for it. Sometimes I feel like Lamar the best running back on their team.
Don't Henry lead the league in carries?
I'm just saying, but the way they game plan for the Baltimore Ravens, you would think that Lamar Jackson is the leading rusher in the NFL, not Derrick Henry.
I'm trying to say, what you saying right now, even though pretty much is what you're saying, even though Derrick Henry runs the ball more than anybody else in the league, he doesn't run the ball enough.
No, he don't.
He gets the ball the most.
How is that? And he ain't even in the game most of the time.
He ran the shit out the ball last week. Then he closed that shit out.
Man, it's the 1 week, bro. 1 week, really. And you think they finna repeat? No, they not. Because once they get down, trying to go through Lamar, then what they gonna do?
I'm not trying to change the subject, but I did notice you did select with the games. I feel like it was like a game you didn't even want to put on this.
What game was that?
The nap time Thanksgiving game?
What, you talking about 2 of them?
No, the Cowboys.
Man, cause we already know, man. That's a dub. Like, we ain't even worried about that. I gotta put them on. What I gotta put them on there for?
We didn't worry about that. It feel good to be finally that. This is like your last time all season be able to say that shit. You ain't even gotta worry about that shit.
What are you talking? If you look at our next 4 games after this, bro, we clearly can go 3-1.
Y'all not good.
I'm just saying.
It was 10-9. It was 10 to fucking 9. It was a shitty football game until the fourth quarter.
And what happened? And what happened?
The craziest shit I ever seen ever. No, it wasn't no take. It was take off by both sides. It was the craziest shit I ever seen. They took off too.
They took off.
Washington took off too. That was probably the craziest fourth quarter. Let's not act like the dude missing the field goal didn't say that shit.
No, we're not gonna act like us returning that kickback didn't save it. That's what saved us.
No, then what happened after y'all returned that kick?
What you mean? We gotta stop. No. I'm talking about the onside kick. I ain't talking about.
I'm saying if he hit that field goal, they wouldn't onside kick the ball. If that extra point gets made, it's a tie game. Y'all going to overtime.
But you act like that's their fault that they missed. That ain't the Cowboys' fault.
I never said that. I'm just saying that's what you need. You talking? You didn't beat these boys, nigga. No,
we did beat them.
It took a kicker to fuck up.
We beat them. We did.
I need a kicker to fuck up.
It don't matter. It don't matter how we got the dub, Trap. We got the dub, bruh. Let us get our dub. Let us have our win. I know you don't want the Cowboys to have no type of success. I know you don't want the Cowboys.
I never said that, D. I don't hate the Cowboys.
Oh, yes,
you do. Cowboys.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes,
D,
you
why
do.
would I hate somebody who I don't view as competition?
Why? Now we're not competition. Okay, with that being said, all right, that's it for tonight. That's our show for tonight. Shout out to y'all for joining us for another great week. Shout out to my guy, DJ Trap. Make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Make sure you tell somebody to follow us on all social media outlets at Tapped In Sports Online. Anything else before we get up out of here, brother?
I just want to say congratulations to Michigan throwing that 50-piece up this last Saturday. Let's go out there this Saturday. Let's go whoop some Ohio State ass.
Who y'all play? Russ College?
No.
That's who y'all put 50 on, Russ? Or y'all play Lemoyne?
Pretty much. We played Northwestern.
Y'all play ICDC or somebody? I'm gonna play a little Romeo, though. Get out of here, bro. Ain't nobody worried about Michigan.
I mean, it's better than picking up, how many? 3?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry
Three.
about
I got 3.
don't be mad because we still got hope to make the playoffs. Don't be
Hey,
mad, Trump. Don't be mad because we finna make the playoffs. You gonna be mad again. They love Alabama, man. This shit so biased, man. The committee ain't shit.
3 losses, y'all out. Y'all
Don't
suck.
be worried about
Y'all
it.
suck.
You'll understand it by the end of this weekend. It'll start to be a little bit more clear to you, my boy. Hey, once again, man, we are here every week on YouTube. Make sure you look out for them UK Wildcats. Make sure you look out for my Kansas City Chiefs 3-peat. And as I always say, live your life. Never let them live it for you. Bang. Let's go.